Hi everyone! So I watched a video a little while ago, and I believe it was from Lisa SZ09. I think that's her YouTube username. I'll find a link to the video and put it in the sidebar. Sidebar? Anyways, and it was for a Project 10 pan. And basically what that means is that you're going to pick 10 products that are close to being used up, and you are going to try to use them up in a certain period of time, and you're not going to buy anything else in that time period. So basically, like, when you're done using up those items, you can kind of treat yourself and, you know, either buy replacements or, you know, like fresher product or something that you've really been wanting for a little while. So I have a boatload of products that I'm going to breeze through real quick that I've either had for a long time or I'm getting close to being done with. And we'll see how many of these I can actually use up before the month of November is over. First is the Bourjois Rose de Jaspi. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Blush. And I have honestly had this thing for a long time. This is my second one, and both of them, the lids have broken off. And it's a gorgeous color. I'm wearing it today, but it needs to be retired because I've had it for a long time. And next is the lip gloss that I'm wearing today. See, I'm already getting good with this stuff. It's Passion Fruit Pop, the Beauty Rush lip gloss from Victoria's Secret. And the other lip glosses that I have real quick, Lancome Hallucination Juicy Tube, which I've also had for a really long time, and I don't want any of these to go bad before I'm done using them, because then it just feels, I don't know, wasteful, and like, I feel bad because I could have used it up, and I'm using, you know, going out and buying more stuff. Here's a Beauty Rush lip gloss, and this is just like, it's a grapefruit scent, so I'm sure grapefruit's in the name, but there's that one, and then there's a little mini, and this one's called Grapefruit Blast, so I think the other one's probably like pink grapefruit or something. This is a Chanel Glossomer in the color Crybaby, which is just so pretty. And I've only had this for a couple months, but I've honestly noticed with the Glossomers that if you don't use them in like 4 or 5 months, I want to say, and yeah, that's a long time for a lip gloss, but if people have a whole mess load of lip glosses like I do, you don't use the same one every day for the most part. So I've used this maybe 5 or 10 times in 4 or 5 months, and the taste is starting to get a little funky on me, so I want to use that up very soon. Then I have another Juicy Tube in Miracle, which is one of my favorite, you know, all-time shades. This is, I keep like bulging my eyes, I'm sorry, the light is really affecting them because I'm in front of the window and I have the light, you know, on me so I can show you the products and everything. But this is Camisole, the Impossibly Glossy lip gloss from Clinique. That's just a mini. Yeah, some of these are minis, so it's not as big of a deal that I use them up. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection in the shade Techno Buff. So it's just one of those plumping glosses. The reason I haven't used this as much is because the color doesn't do too much for me. It's a little bit too like taupey, and it needs to be a little bit more milky for my complexion. Next is the NARS Blush and Orgasm, which I am obviously pretty close to being done with. For some reason I just stopped wearing this shade. It almost looks too frosty and like disco ball-y on me. So this is from Lancome. It's the Color Dose Eye Color and Base in Flamingo Coast, which is a really pretty soft, shimmery, like a petal pink color. I don't know how it works so much for base. I think it might be a little bit creasy, but for just like, you know, the inner corner area, it looks really pretty. And if you have been following Lancome products for any long extended amount of time, you'll recognize the Potion of Love. This is the lip stain that they came out with. I know it went along with someone's, I want to say it was either Chloe or Stella McCartney, I think, that this like came out along with one of their collections, like the side-by-side kind of collaborations. This was like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years ago, guys, and it's a really pretty color. Well, yeah, it's a really pretty color, but I haven't been a fan of lip stains for a while, and I rediscovered this, and I was like, this is so pretty for winter time. Like, it's a very, you know, it goes along with like the flushed cheek and like flushed, not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just a pretty pink stain. We'll leave it at that. I'm not going to try to search for words right now because I have a lot of other products to get through. This is from Avon. This is the Ultra Color Rich Lip Conditioner. This is my favorite lip balm, and I'm like scraping the bottom of the barrel here. So I'm probably going to get in there and like dig it out with a lip brush or something. And they don't make this anymore. It's been discontinued. So once it's gone, it's gone. Next I have two of the HIP from L'Oreal High Intensity Pigments. These are the Color Truth Cream Eyeliners. This is Midnight Blue. And this is obviously black. And I've used black, you know, quite a bit more than I have the blue. These are starting to come apart. Well, I can't see that too well, but they're starting to come apart from the sides, as in they're drying up. And I was thinking it might be a decent idea to try using these as a base if I use just like a tiny little bit and, you know, really blend it in. And then use like a, you know, an iridescent color on top of it to see how that works. So that's pretty much the only reason I'm keeping these for a little bit and trying to use them up. Otherwise I would just be throwing them away because like gel eyeliner and stuff, cream eyeliner, once it's kind of dried, you know, it's going away. There's not a whole lot you can do to bring it back. But I figure I might as well try it for something because I feel bad that like I've swatched that blue one. I haven't even worn it on my eyes yet. This is the Palladio Herbal Blush in Pink Frost. And I have another one of these that's not all broken up into pieces. But figure I, you know, just use this one up a couple times before I toss it. Next is the Hard Candy Quad, and it says the name is Old School. However, I know for a fact that I depotted, especially because they have big chunks out of them, this brown shade right here, and then the iridescent gold shade at the bottom. But I just want to, again, Hard Candy, this has not been sold in like a couple years, so it needs to be used up. I know I'm making this kind of long now. I wasn't trying to, but this is the Time Balm Concealer in Lighter Than Light from the Balm. And this is just it's a lot better, I think, for blemishes. And it's actually marketed as like a, whatchamacallit, like a under eye deal. But it's so thick. Like, it doesn't really spread out. It's not very creamy to put underneath my eyes, so it does get a little bit of cakiness if I use it as an under-eye concealer. And here is the Lancome Juicy Rouge Lipstick in Rose Sorbet, which is an absolutely beautiful color, and I only have that much left in it. So hopefully I will be done with that one very soon. This is the Bare Minerals, Bare Essentials Buxom Lips in April, which is very similar to that Chanel Rose Baby color. This one's just a tad bit lighter, and this does have like the plumping effect to it as well. This is from when I worked at Merle Norman. It's the Lexiva Lasting Cheek Color in Bare Coral. Just like a, it's between a matte and a satin. It's just like a medium peachy color. This baby I want to use up for Back to Mac. It's the Paint in Untitled. And then I have the Laura Geller Eye Stay, which is one of my favorite products, and this is in Mocha Champagne. And this color is still good to go. There's still a lot of like moisture, and I mean, it's still moist, so it's still able to use as like a cream shadow. This one's almost completely dried up though, so I'm basically just finishing off the brown side. And I have already finished up my Dior Skin Flash once I rediscovered it. This was in shade 2 Candlelight. And since I put these products aside, I've also used this up. It's number 120, so I don't know the name of it. It's the Maybelline Shine Seduction Lip Gloss. And I got this on clearance for about $2, and it's a really, really pretty, like, pale pink color. And it tastes really good, too. Anyways, I think that's it. So everyone, please wish me luck on using up all this stuff before the end of the month. Of course, there's a couple things I'm not going to be able to use up, but I want to go through as much as I can so I can buy lots of Christmas presents for everyone, including myself. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.